I am 15 years old, and I have to be worried about whether I am talented enough to study at a good university or to get a good job. Why do I have to worry today when I have 4 years to go to face this question? Our education program has reached such a momentum that kids don't want to go to school, and even more, are even scared of various subjects in school. The consequence is critical. Kids don't give a shit. The only thing they hear is that they're so bad at school, they will never achieve anything in their lives. How do they react? They play truant, take drugs, mob their schoolmates, fall into petty crime, and so on. What are teachers trying to suggest? Do the teachers aim to tell us that we should not even give it a try? How can someone who might have many talents be told that he or she will never achieve anything? I'm curious about how our system would change if we would get motivated instead of threatened, like a bad answer to a question might lead into bad results in the final report. What if they would tell us that we already know and understand a lot and we would need some little extra work to fully understand? Teachers should be educated to phrase their observations in a positive way. And I'm not talking about lying. It's not that we can't take the truth. It's the how and not the what that matters. I believe this will lead into real success and kids sharing good and positive vibes around their education experience. It's actually quite easy and true not only for kids. If you hear long enough that your lack of talent will make your life dough in the future, you start believing it. It will kill your self-confidence. Lack of confidence leads into bad results, a self-fulfilling prophecy. And you might have to repeat a year and will get disconnected from your friends. You might not be able to graduate, will not get admitted to a good university, and will have to pursue a terrible job. Worst case, maybe, but not an adolescent fiction. Maybe your skull of failure results from a text anxiety, but actually you have learned everything and maybe even understand the topic. I think it's interesting that we are only judged by your marks. I mean, I can understand that the results tells about your learning and understanding, but it's only one data point. And the mark also tells about the teacher's teaching skills. However, there are various reasons for returning bad results. Hence, the mark should not be the main data point to evaluate a student. And yes, we learn a lot in school. And school is also fun with friends. Yes, school is a cool thing. No, school could be a cool thing. We get high-end educated for free. That's a perfect foundation for a promising future. So much about the theory. I spoke to some other students in my school. If they feel the same pressure every day, 10 out of 10 confirmed. 10 out of 10. Then I addressed teachers and our director, if they can recall about their time being in school. This time, only 1 out of 5 returned with the same answer. He said that he was afraid that he would not be good enough for university. However, all of them knew quite well about today's pressure on students. When they were kids, they didn't have this fear. Their only destination during the time at school was to graduate from school. Another thing I would like to mention is the elite thinking. It's not that you should go to university after school. It's a lot about go to the best university and to the most expensive university after school to get the best job. Schools and universities have turned into status icons to please vanity. Ain't that completely defeating the whole concept of school? When I read my school books, it's exactly what I read. It's not about just universities. It's about Stanford, Yale, Oxford, you name it. You get to know the university you should attend, and also all the entry barriers to get admitted. The terrible thing about it is that feeling that we cannot change anything about it. I mean, who would listen to a student? Adults would call us looking for a good excuse to cover our laziness. My best friend Eva said that she senses that this pressure is important, otherwise she would probably not care about her own future. A lot of important questions. The most important is where to start. Allow me to share some thoughts with you. First, our education system should invest in the best teachers. Great teachers might deal severely with this, and it might be exhausting. But these are the ones where we learn the most, and learning leads into knowledge, and knowledge grows self-confidence. Second, we don't even know what kind of jobs will exist in 4 years from now. I'm against this intense focus of what we shall do after school. After school will be plenty of time to think about what to do next. And my third thought is, every person is good and talented in something. I have a strong belief there is no such thing as the untalented student. I am lucky to stand and speak in front of you today. Most of us are not. Most of us are not heard. We need you. We need you, adults, to be our voices. You are being listened. Don't keep your mouth shut. Thank you.